What happens after we die? For centuries, humanity has pondered this ultimate mystery. In Tibetan Buddhism, one of the most profound and fascinating answers lies within an ancient text known as the Bardo Thodol, or the Tibetan Book of the Dead. This isn't just a guide for the dying, it's a manual for the living, offering insight into life, death, and the transformative journey between them. In this video, we'll explore the origins of this sacred text, its profound teachings, and the timeless wisdom it offers for navigating the great unknown. The Bardo Thodol is deeply rooted in Tibetan Buddhism, a tradition that emphasizes the nature of the mind and the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Its teachings are attributed to the revered 8th century Buddhist master Padmasambhava, who is also credited with bringing Tantric Buddhism to Tibet. According to legend, Padmasambhava dictated this sacred text to his disciple Yeshe Tsogyal, who wrote it down and hid it as a terma, or hidden treasure, to be discovered when humanity was ready for its teachings. The text's name, Bardo Thodol, translates to liberation through hearing in the intermediate state. It is meant to be read aloud to the dying or deceased, to guide their consciousness through the transitional states between death and rebirth. However, its teachings extend beyond death, offering valuable lessons for living a meaningful, awakened life. At the heart of the Bardo Thodol are its descriptions of the 3 bardos, or intermediate states, that the consciousness traverses after death. Let's explore each one in detail. The Chikhai Bardo. This is the moment of death itself. Here, the dying person encounters the clear light of reality, a radiant and infinite awareness that reveals the true nature of the mind. If the individual can recognize and merge with this light, they can achieve liberation. But for most, the mind clings to familiar illusions, leading them into the next stage. The Chonyid Bardo. This transitional phase is filled with vivid and sometimes overwhelming visions. The soul encounters peaceful deities, symbols of compassion and wisdom, followed by wrathful deities that represent one's fears and unacknowledged emotions. These are projections of the mind itself, reflecting karmic imprints from one's life. Recognizing them as illusions offers another chance for liberation. The Sidpa Bardo. In this final stage, the soul faces karmic visions of potential rebirth. Driven by attachment and aversion, the consciousness gravitates toward a new existence, shaped by past actions and desires. If clarity is maintained, the individual can influence their rebirth or even transcend the cycle of samsara altogether. These stages are not linear but fluid, reflecting the mind's journey as it seeks to make sense of its transition. Each moment is an opportunity for awakening, but also a test of one's spiritual preparation. While the Bardo Thodol is often associated with death, its teachings hold profound relevance for the living. At its core, the text emphasizes impermanence, the idea that all things are transient and ever-changing. By embracing this truth, we can reduce our attachment to material possessions, ego, and fear. This allows us to live with greater clarity and compassion. Meditation practices inspired by the Bardo Thodol encourage us to confront our fears. These practices help us develop mindfulness and prepare the mind for life's inevitable transitions. After all, the bardos aren't limited to death. We experience them in daily life. We experience them in moments of change, loss, and transformation. Recognizing these moments as opportunities for growth can help us navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. This wisdom also reminds us to cultivate loving kindness and to live in harmony with others and the world around us. When we align our actions with these principles, we prepare not just for death. We prepare for a life of purpose and fulfillment. The Bardo Thodol is not just a spiritual guide. It's a rich tapestry of symbolic imagery designed to speak directly to the subconscious mind. Each vision, deity, and light within the text serves a purpose, representing different aspects of our psyche and spiritual journey. The clear light of reality, encountered in the Chikhai Bardo, symbolizes the ultimate truth and pure awareness. It's an invitation to transcend ego and merge with universal consciousness. However, this brilliance can be overwhelming, causing many to retreat into familiar patterns of thought. The peaceful and wrathful deities encountered in the Chonyid Bardo represent the dual nature of our minds, compassion and wisdom on one side, and fear and ignorance on the other. These beings are not external forces. They are projections of our inner world, reflecting our deepest fears and aspirations. Recognizing them as such is key to liberation. Even the landscapes described in the Bardo Thodol carry deep meaning. The radiant lights and terrifying visions serve as reminders of the mind's power to create and transform reality. The wheel of samsara, often depicted in Tibetan art, encapsulates the cyclical nature of existence, urging us to break free from its grasp. Through these symbols, the Bardo Thodol communicates profound truths that transcend words, offering a visual and experiential map for navigating life, death, and rebirth. How can we bring the teachings of the Bardo Thodol into our everyday lives? One practical approach is to cultivate mindfulness and meditation. These practices help us become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with clarity rather than reacting out of fear or attachment. Another way is through rituals and affirmations that honor impermanence. Simple practices like lighting a candle, offering gratitude, or reflecting on the interconnectedness of life can ground us in the present moment and foster a sense of peace. Finally, the Bardo Thodol teaches us to prepare for life's transitions by nurturing compassion for ourselves and others. Whether it's through acts of kindness, forgiveness, or letting go of past grievances, these actions pave the way for spiritual growth and resilience. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we create a foundation for facing both the small and significant transitions with grace, ultimately aligning ourselves with the wisdom of the Bardos. The Bardo Thodol offers a profound perspective on life and death, bridging the gap between the seen and unseen, the known and the unknown. Its message is both spiritual and universal. Death is not an end, but a transformation. And with this understanding, we can face the unknown with courage and wisdom. Whether you view the Bardo Thodol as a sacred text, a philosophical guide, or a metaphor for life's transitions, its teachings invite us to awaken to the present moment and live with greater awareness. By doing so, we prepare ourselves not just for the afterlife, but for the beautiful and fleeting journey of life itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the wisdom of the Bardo Thodol. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may you live with peace and clarity.